blessed. We know life's a mess, but take away all the stress. Every single day we getting tested. Believe and know that you can manifest it. The eyes that we can see that you've invested. Believe and keep your energy protected. And everything that you can dream, expect to be thankful. All the things that you've been blessed with. And life can change at any given second. Man, I hope y'all really get this message. And I say, let's just come on, come on.
Yep, Vibe Show live in full effect. Listen, tonight we got a special guest joining us on the show tonight. Actually, this is my friend, man. I'm super excited. So y'all make sure y'all keep it locked in. Y'all already know the vibes. You know what time it is. It's the Vibe Show 97.9. Oh! Yep, Vibe Show live. Y'all already know the vibes. I'm your host, Kano the Don, the Vibe King. And tonight, again, we have a special guest joining us on the show tonight. I'm talking about Abraham Justice is coming with us tonight. Actor, author, producer, and doing major things out here, man. Just giving back, showing us love. Y'all make sure y'all show your love for the one and only Abraham Justice.
Hello. How are you doing?
My brother.
Hi.
How you doing, brother?
Hi. I'm doing wonderful. How about you?
Good, man. It's good. It's good to see you again. I'm just always delighted. You always show up for me anytime I need you, brother. And I needed you again. It's been a while, man. So I definitely
I'm
had
always
to
here.
bring you back
Always
on.
here for you, brother.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes,
Always here
yes.
for you.
So, we
Always my
got a
pleasure.
few things to talk about too, because I keep up with you, and you're doing a lot of amazing things out here. Super excited
Thank
to
you.
talk to you about all the things you've been doing since the last time we talked.
Thank you so much.
So now I want to start off with, first of all, this phenomenal book that you have out, man, like Social Score.
Thank you.
I definitely want
Yes.
to talk about that, which is available on Amazon right now. So now the author, becoming an author, I want to start there because that's a huge thing. And I always ask people who actually put books out, the difficulties that they may have had and the challenges they may have faced upon just wanting to put a book out, because you can have a vision, but then at the same time, it's not as easy as everybody think it is to put out a book. So I want to start there.
I cannot say it better than you said it. And I love talking with you because you are a very intelligent being, and you're very connected always to the conversation. I like that about you. You're very involved and I like your critical thinking. So talk about the book. The book is the last thing in my whole entire life that I ever thought about doing and I ever imagined about accomplishing was to write a book. I am just like as you said, I'm a man with some amazing ideas, but I am not a writer. I
Right.
don't have the writing skills. And honestly, for someone in my age, in my time, and to go start from scratch and try to be a writer at this moment is just I'll be kidding myself.
Right.
So I learned that And thank God I learned that in America. That in America, to accomplish anything, it's all about having a team working with you. It's about you are basically the producer. You are the maestro. You are if you have leadership skills and you know how to choose the right people for the right task, and you're willing to spend some of your money, and you're not so cheap that you're expecting those people to work for free for you, because nobody does. If you
Right.
believe that you're going to do a good job for you, you have to pay them, of course. And that was my secret, that I was able to build a very good team. I had a very good friend of mine. She's a scientist,
Oh wow.
and she works on cancer research. She's always trying to discover a cure for cancer, and she's a very very good woman. And she has also writing skills, and she writes medical stuff, and she writes non-fictional writing, and that was exactly what I was looking for. Even though I am talking about the subject that everybody talk about, that subject in a very philosophical way,
Right.
and because I'm one of these readers who has been reading all my life, more than 40 years, about how to accomplish this. And every time I read a book and it's so philosophical, and it's all like talking about these things that you can never grab in your hand. You don't, and after you finish every book or whatever these books, you don't know what the recipe is.
Right.
He's just talking about a broad thing, and a person who is completely in a different situation than yours, with different type of skills and different ethnicity, different even I don't know, color. Like, he's in completely different than you. Whatever even works for him is not gonna even work for you.
Right.
So I struggled all my life trying to find the recipe for success, personally and professionally,
Right.
especially being an actor in Hollywood. The top competition, being an actor in Hollywood, basically, or like, this is the most cutthroat job in the world.
Right.
Uh, Everybody has a dream. Everybody come to America for this dream. Not so many opportunities as many people. Like, it's probably less than 1 out of 1,000, and you have 999 people to beat every single time you book something, or more, probably more, and sometimes 3 4 thousand people submit for the same audition that you submit for. So more than
Right.
that sometimes. Uh,
I want
so
to
that's
ask
the
you
book.
something though.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
I want to ask you something though. So, in meeting this person though, was the connection instant, or was it something that you had to actually sit down to actually paint this picture for them to gravitate in wanting to assist you with creating this beautiful book?
I was extremely fortunate. I'm not gonna try to create a cool story. The real story is much more simple than that.
Right.
I met this woman on a dating website, and we met for dating. And she was a very kind human being. And we just, we were talking. We have all these conversations, and she told me about her writing. And at that time, I was actively looking for a non-fictional writer to help me with the book. And I told her I have this book idea, and I wrote notes. I've been writing notes for 4 years,
Wow.
and yes, I told her I've been writing notes here and there, but I don't know even how where to start. I don't like. Can you just like? And she said, I can't write a book for you. I told her, you know what? You are completely right. Just help me to write the index.
Right.
Like, basically, I want the structure. Show me the structure. Where should I start from? And I can fill that out, no problems. So she did. She told me, give me the notes. I cut all these papers that I used to write whenever I'm bored or high or whatever. I have a situation in my life. I always get these small little notes that I write. Like, I come up with quotes, and my whole life is like quotes. Like, in these quotes, it's basically like, it's usually these quotes like mathematical equations.
Right.
You have a bad you have a bad situation with a friend, and then you learn something from this burn. You get burned, and don't lend people money again. That's it. Or if you lend somebody money, you have to write down like an agreement or something, and then you have to write in all these life lessons. It turns my head to quotes or notes. I write myself notes, and I wanted. She took these notes, and after a couple of weeks, we met again, and she had an index for me ready.
Wow.
It was very simple index. It was not even. It started with, I don't know, 6, 7 chapters, or maybe something around 7, 8 chapters or something.
Right.
But when I saw a structure in front of my eyes, my brain changed. Like all of a sudden, I started working. All of a sudden,
Right.
I just didn't know where to put my first. And we of course start upgrading all every time I come up with a new idea. I come up with a new chapter until it was 21 chapters. I uh, I used the help of a ghostwriter to fill in the spaces for me sometimes, and write do some research for me. And
Right.
by the way, and when the ghostwriter brought me back the book after he did the help that I asked him to do, he did a lot of changes, honestly, more than I would wanted to. So I had to sit back again with my friend, the scientist, and she, by the way, she's a genius person, and she doesn't like to be mentioned. I didn't mention her name, and she likes to stay anonymous the whole time.
Right.
I really wanted to give her credit because I know that this book is going to be the biggest thing probably in the world at some point. It's really huge, but she doesn't like to get credit. She works to find cure for cancer for people. That's what she does all her life, just trying to help people.
Right.
And anyways, I brought the book back for her. I thought, I don't recognize this book anymore. Like, this is not what I wrote. This guy, he's not only did a good job, but he did way more than I wanted. Like, he wrote his own book. Can we bring it back to my book? And this woman she has a photocopy memory. She's a genius person, and she just, like, for 3 hours she focused, and she just removed like 80% of what this guy wrote.
Right.
And I look again, and I'm like, wow, and it looks beautiful all of a sudden. She was able, with her photocopy memory and her beautiful mind, to eliminate all these excess. Because I'm a person I don't like people to waste my time. I don't like to waste other people's time also. So
Right.
I wanted to be short and brief as much as possible.
Right.
I did wanted to have some material, of course. I didn't want the book to be 20 pages and with nothing in it. But at the same time, I didn't want it to be 400 pages. People like, especially repeated information or too much explanation for something that, like, we don't need to explain all that. Like you say, that's the word, that's it. People should be able to figure out for themselves. So I
Man.
wanted to reach that, balance. It was a beautiful process, and it took a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of brain work, and a lot of money also. And it's not even after I published my book and my audiobook and everything, it's not even. I found that I'm in the beginning of the process now.
Right.
I
Right.
am not done. I am not done with the book. I just started with the book because I found that marketing to be probably the most important out of all.
It
Because you
is.
might have an excellent product like that you like not only believe in. This is your life experience, your life in that product. It works because it's all life experiences, because it's all real things. It's not just a study that imagine a possibilities. No, I'm talking about real life situations and lessons to learn from every life situation. And you believe in a project, but you need marketing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right. You definitely need marketing. I mean, and I think that's a key element that a lot of people don't put a lot of emphasis on that aspect of it because they're so anxious to get the
Yeah.
product out there with no marketing
Correct.
strategy, no marketing dollars either. Like you said, you can have
That's
a
right.
brilliant idea, a brilliant project that you put together or whatever, but if it's not marketed properly, then it's pretty much shelved at the end of the day. And that's why you see a lot of marketing and advertising dollars that go into commercials that we see, go into the movies. That's the movies that's getting ready to come out. The advertisement for the movies. I mean,
Uh,
you in that business. It takes a lot of money to grab somebody's attention to even having a small interest in what you're doing. Like, okay, wow, like I'm definitely going to see that movie like that, because they're gonna always make that commercial reel, man, like that promo reel. Just that's pretty much bigger than the movie almost. It's that important.
And a lot of times you see these trailers, and then you go watch the movie, and the movie is not even as good as the trailer. They knew how to sell you, but then you're already sold, and you already watched the movie, and it's already too late to complain, and you already gave them your money, and you're gonna have fun because maybe you have a date with you or something, and you're gonna go out. Oh, it's okay, it's a good movie. Yeah, I get it. You just need them, and I have the same faith about my book. I'm almost positive that every single person who will read or listen to my audiobook will love it. But to get them to do that, that's the point. Like, how can you get them? Like, for example, you're a man. You're a man. I don't know what's your sexual. I'm not asking you. I'm just saying things like preference. Let's say you like to date women, for example. Like, you're a very good man, and you know that you are a very, I don't know how to put it. You're very good in bed, for example.
Right. Okay.
And every woman that experienced that with you, she is pleased, and she tells you you're a really good man. But
Right.
for you to be able to get that woman to get to that point with you, that's the skill right there. This is where the problem is. You know that if she gets to that point, she is not going to be disappointed. She will
Right.
tell you you are the man.
Right.
But the same
Getting
thing
to
about
that
marketing.
point.
How can you get them to read the book? And you're positive once they read it, they will tell you the excellent job.
Right, right. That's a good analogy right there too, man. Let me ask you this though. Do you think that with having the movie experience and that background attached to doing anything outside of that, with knowing the proper techniques of advertising and marketing and actually putting material out there, do you think that that kind of gives you a slight edge over a lot of people who just maybe have not been in that space and don't know the importance of advertisement and marketing? Do you think that helps and kind of give you a slight edge? Can't hear you. Go out and come back in. All right, y'all. Abraham experiencing some technical difficulties. Y'all just hang in there. We're going to go to a commercial break and pay some bills while we're waiting. And we'll be right back. It's the Vibe Show 97.9. Y'all keep it locked in.
Here's the thing, I'm a boss. I'm not going to take anybody's medicine. I'm going to make my own. I'm not going to just trust anybody to give me vitamins. I'm going to make my own vitamins. I'm going to make sure they're healthy. If it works for me, it can work for you. Gas supplements.
Hey, you already know who it is, Slick Tour Guard. And I'm just here to tell y'all there's nothing but good sight is where it's at. We got dope clothing, top of the line material. We got super dope hats, you see them. Oh, and we got the most comfortable sneaker in the world, Slick Walks. Stylish enough to rock, comfortable enough to wear all day, trust me. And remember, don't just talk, walk slick.
Again, it's the Vibe Show live. We back in effect with my special guest, the one and only Abraham Justice. Let's get him back in here, and we're gonna check to make sure we got everything back on point. All right, now we just can you hear me? Let me see here. We still can't hear you. Y'all bear with us. This is entertainment business. Let's see here. No, we lost the audio some kind of way. No. Come back in. All right. Well, I hope everybody having a blessed day thus far. I'm having a pretty good day on this Sunday. We already know we got to get back to the grind on Monday. So I'm praying everybody ready to go back and go get these bags, man. We got to go. Let's get our guests back in here again. Let's see what we got. How we looking now?
Good. All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We definitely can hear you. We got
Perfect.
Abraham
Okay.
back in the building.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
So let's talk about the title.
Yes.
The title, Social Score. Take me through that. That's an interesting title and really stood out to me. I definitely wanted to get the whole vision from you on how you came up with that title.
Okay. I'm gonna answer your question, but before I answer the question, I want to actually give you the same question back. What
Okay.
did you thought when you heard that social score title? What was your first uh, thought? Like what did you expect it to mean?
When I saw that title, it basically gave me kind of a broad range on it, like social score. I'm thinking more of something basically dealing with social skills, being
Okay.
able to navigate through life is what I got from it. So and
You're definitely heading the right direction. Do you think everybody who hears that title would think that along the same direction? Because some people think there is something about China and that score they have in China, whatever, and it has nothing to do with that.
no, I don't think that they that's a rarity. I didn't get that at all because I think that what I got when it hit me, I was like, because number one, it gave me an advantage because I do have a relationship with you, and I know how much you care about things that go on in the world and
Correct.
all of this stuff that's going on. So it just made perfect sense to me when I seen. I was like, okay, Abe getting ready to tap into a lot of different things or whatever that could actually be tools and resources to be able to help people to be able to navigate through different social issues they may be dealing with. So that's kind of what I gathered from it.
So, being in the entertainment business, and as I said, because it's the most cutthroat business in the world, probably to be an actor in Hollywood,
Right.
uh, I always constantly used my brain to try to think and analyze how to succeed, how to better myself in this business. And the way I did it is I always looked at people who succeeded and I tried somehow to understand how they did it. What was their what's their secret? It doesn't mean that their secret is going to work for me, even if I find out what it is. But you know what? At least you know different ways of doing things, and
Right.
you try different things, and then you figure your own way yourself. In the end, it could be one of these ways. It could be different. It could be a mix of both, a couple things. It could be your own thing, but at least analyzing and understanding how people made it in the business or in life in general was really helping me, and that's my part. I'm an analyzer. This is where the whole magic came from. I would look at Kano, for example. I said, oh, Kano is so cool, like I like this guy so much. And then I look at your personal life. Kano's single. What the hell, like, he's a very cool guy. So why
Right.
is he single? Like, even though he wants to have a partner,
Right.
whatever partner is. So I keep looking until I found, okay, oh, maybe this, because he's like, whatever, this is the reason,
Right.
or these couple things are the reason why. So I'm always constantly analyzing.
Right.
And I noticed that we as human beings in general, we are constantly evaluating each other
Mhm.
personally and professionally.
Right.
Like it's crazy, man. Like I know we can claim it all day long to be nice and kind and religion and love and blah blah blah, but every single day you look at this girl, oh, she looks better today, or oh my god, she got fat. You're
Right.
you are judging her already. You're constantly evaluating her. Or you see a friend of yours, like he doesn't have a job, and like you look at him, like inside you maybe don't tell him, but oh, he's a loser. And the next day when he books like a big gig, or hopefully gets like a much better job, you see him
You're back
differently.
loving
So
them again.
you'd see him differently again, the same person that you've been friends with for 15 years. So we are, as human beings, we can't help it. It's not like I know a lot of people are going to get upset about it, and a lot of people are going to get mad, but it's the reality. There's no, I am not trying to, I really not trying to um hurt anyone emotionally, or mess with anybody mentally. I am really just saying what I see in front of me and around me. If you just want to live in your own magic imaginary world, and then you cover your eyes, and then go ahead and do it. I'm here to help you to find the recipe to be successful in this materialistic life we live in.
Right.
And so the social score, to make it simpler, the social score is exactly what means what you thought it said it means. It's what is your social worth, what is your social value. I
Mhm.
found out, for example, you walk into a store and you really like this radio or this camera or this whatever, uh, and you really want to buy it, either for yourself or for your loved one, for your kids or your girlfriend, whatever. And you go to ask them, I want to buy this. They will evaluate you. You know that or not? They will evaluate you. But this evaluation will be different about how much money do you have? Can you buy it? Are you going to be able to afford this? So social score is the same thing. Like your social worth is your financial worth in a different way, because socially money cannot buy you everything. Like
Right.
for example, you can be very rich, but some human being might be not very interested in you because
Right.
you're a jerk, whatever. You smell bad, you're like whatever is wrong with you, they're not interested in you. So social worth is much bigger than just your financial worth. It has way more, many more aspects to it, and that's what actually creates your social value. It's like a, and the social value is like a number, it's a grade, it's like a grade from the number one, which is the highest. It's the number one is the best social score,
Right.
and the lowest social score in the world is the number of human population.
Right.
This guy has the lowest. So we're always constantly trying to my point is, with this rating system, if you have like a good social score, your chances to date or work or be accepted,
It's
here's
very
the word,
low.
accepted in general by someone with less social score than you, is much 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 better than someone with much higher score than you. People with much higher better score than yours, they're really not going to care for you so much most
Right.
of the time. They're not
Right.
going to even give you their time. They're not going to, like, with all respect, I know a few people myself, I know a few people who have like a really high social score, and they're very kind to me and they're very nice to me. But here's the point: when you just give them this call and you ask them for, would you like to join me in the show, or would you like to do this project with me, or you need some help somehow, you will know if these people are really interested, or can you, would you go out with me?
Right.
Then you know if these people are really interested in you or not, because they can be very kind, and which is a good thing, and I highly encourage everybody to be kind to everyone, regardless,
Right.
as long as this person didn't hurt you. But of course, you don't give your time unless to somebody, unless if this person means something to you,
Yeah.
and that is your social worth, basically.
Wow. I love that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think that I've never really heard it broke down like that. To be quite honest, you really opened me up to I like that evaluation system. I like the
Evaluation.
score. I like that because we all somewhat guilty of that, and
100%.
I
Even
don't
if we
know,
argue about it,
you
even
know,
if we argue about it, we're always
right.
constantly doing it.
And I try, and it is something that I am conscious of as I
Uh,
get older. I always try to me the way that I look at things is I always by me being going through some things in my life,
uh,
I my vision is different as far as looking at people. I look at everybody the same. And then if we have some form of relationship or something like that, whether it's friends or whatever the
yeah,
case may be, then you can kind of decipher from the way that they treat you or
yeah,
situations that happen or whatever. But I try my hardest to not judge people. I try to give everybody a fair shake.
correct.
And sometimes people gonna burn you even if you're good to them. So this all kind of ties in, and I think that it was a good lane to travel in with this book right here and targeting that particular issue because it is something serious that we all suffer from. So this is to me, it's simply genius, and
Thank you.
I think that it's necessary too.
It is very necessary so everybody can know where he is, like what is his social level, because a lot of people out there, some people don't really know how much they're worth, like they underestimate themselves, and a
Right,
lot of people overvalue themselves. It's really good
right,
to know where you really at, and then you can always encourage you to always think highly of yourself. No problems, but it's good to know your at least yourself. You need to know where you're at, so you become more, realistic,
right,
because being extremely unrealistic will cost you in the end, that you're gonna just be by yourself, personally and professionally also.
right. Let me ask you
uh
this. Yeah, I like that. I want to stay there for a second too.
yeah.
Um, I like that because I think that that's important and vital too. But I don't think that the world is helping it either. With social media, I think
Uh-huh.
that it's turning us all somewhat, and it's actually um, de-developing our social skills. The little bit that we did have and gathered along the way, it's erasing away the the values that we learned from our parents and forefathers.
Changing the values, yes, they definitely changing.
It's definitely changing the value system
Yeah.
because it's almost to the point to where we are devaluing humanity all the way around the board and not caring about anything but being on the screen, spending a lot of time doing that, not
Getting
even
lots of likes and a lot of
socializing.
attention.
Yes, yes. So I love this, man. Like I love this because I feel like it's really, really important. And I talk about it all the time. I'm all about evolving and the world evolving and stuff like that as well. But I think that the world is becoming lazy to the point to where I understand they're coming up with all of these different things or whatever, AI and all of this stuff, and you don't
Uh,
have to go buy groceries no more. I think it's good to have that in position when you just can't do it, and people disabled and stuff like that. But me myself still like the experience of going to the grocery store. It's getting out. It's being able to go shopping and do different things
correct.
or whatever. It's like if
Correct.
everything is at the push of a
Interaction. It's a human interaction,
there it is.
because we evolve with interaction as human mind. I actually it's very interesting. I think I might talk to you about that before in your show last time, that I have an idea for a feature movie that
Yeah, that I was supposed to be in too.
yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be in that movie. That it defeats Darwin theory that we come from like monkeys, or animals, whatever, evolved to human.
Right.
And I actually have a sci-fi movie idea that we come from robots, and
Oh,
I have evidence for that. One of these things, like about being a robot or whatever, we evolve with interaction. This brain basically grows the more you interact with smart intelligent beings like you, because I might learn something, a skill.
right.
You taught me a word, you taught me what a phrase, you some type of way, with your amazing communication skills, were able to tease my brain and make me think deeper about something. Uh, so human interaction is extremely important to evolve. Yes.
Right. Do you
Yeah.
think that, do you ever think about this with being in the space that you're in, too? Because I absolutely love talking to you because we always be
Thank you.
on a deeper level
Yeah.
in conversation. Do you think, or even communicating with some of your acting peers in the business, do
Uh,
you think is anybody worried about this AI technology? Like, because I mean, man, they can literally create a Abraham Justice and get him to go and climb up a building and do whatever we need him to do and not have to worry about Abraham, the real
mm,
Abraham, the human Abraham, having to take a break or
mm.
whatever. We could just keep the AI Abraham going.
I knew about this AI technology and how is it going to affect us and affect the whole employment thing, not in this industry only, but in every industry. I
Right,
knew about it for more than 5 years right now, and I knew that I had to get prepared for it financially,
right,
uh, because it's coming no matter what. Everybody's afraid of it. You ask me the question, do you know anybody who's afraid of it? Everybody is afraid of it.
right,
And if it's up to the people, if people start watching these movies that was made by AI only, and it
right,
can be good movies, and it's gonna cost way less.
right.
And if people were satisfied with it and it entertained them and stuff, this is the end of humans acting in movies. Or it's gonna, I'm not gonna say the end, because nothing ever happens like that, like 100%, but reduction. It's gonna be gradually reduction from using 100,000 actor a year, for example, to 90, 80, 70. Every year goes down until like it becomes like not even a career anymore, because like only handful of people can do it or something.
Do you
Then
think that this kind of what's going on with the Actors Guild, people on strike and stuff, like, you think it's their way to somewhat eliminate, they're starting the phase of it now, like, hey, we don't need all these extras, we can create an extra now, or we don't need all these other people or whatever, we can just create that.
yeah, and they will do that, and no and no strike will stop them to do it. It's technology, it's the future, and they will
Right,
do it. If you are like, just be realistic. You have to, I know it makes me upset because I'm an actor who lost his job also, but
right,
you have to be realistic. If you have a business, you have like 10 employees, and I know I have a lot of friends who have businesses, and laws and regulations in the United States of America are tough. Uh so if you have a bad employee, they can really give you a hard time, and they can make your business suffer.
right,
So a lot of people would prefer to have an AI working for them, and they reduce the amount of humans as much as possible. And if they can, I would operate 100% with AI only. It's way cheaper for me, and that's very very big component in the business, because if it's cheaper for me, I can produce my product cheaper to the consumer, and the consumer is going to go for the cheaper, better quality product no matter what. Like, so having humans, unless if humans started making this movement, I am not gonna buy from a machine. I am not gonna walk into a McDonald's and buy it have to be a human selling me this, or a human making the sandwich for me. If people make that decision, you can save. Yeah, but if you're gonna go for the cheaper price or whatever better service, definitely the AI is gonna win. And I personally, my personal prediction, the AI is gonna win. It's not gonna win. It is gonna win. And I'm actually thinking about the future right now. What is this? Even though I am not a socialist at all,
right,
and uh, I'm like, when it comes, I'm a liberal person when it comes to art, but when it comes to politics, I'm more like, conservative. But with this new era of AI, they have to figure out a new system. How, if you cannot have a job to provide for yourself and your family,
right,
how are you gonna have food in your plate and progress in life, and what's your what is your part, like I don't know. These are questions that needs an answer right now.
Yeah, that's true because it's like you can't just wipe everything out, man. Like, I mean, I understand, I get it. You know, like you said, it's gonna happen either way it go. You know, you can
It's gonna
strike.
happen, yeah, and it is happening already. It's been happening already for more than 5 years, but it's happening. But people only start complaining when they feel it. When like
Yeah,
the snow was already going on your arm, but when it hits your bones, you're like, oh, it hurts. But it
right,
was already there and it was already cutting. But you're like, you thought I can handle this. I can handle this to the point like, oops, no, this has to stop. I cannot handle this anymore.
right.
Yeah.
What's been like from a mental aspect though? What's been your thought process as far as preparing yourself for these changes, though? Just your perspective on your thought process on positioning yourself, possibly setting yourself up to for the future.
That's a really excellent question. I really seriously, Kano, I have to tell you from the bottom of my heart, I really love your questions.
Thank you.
I personally have been thinking about that question for a very long time. And my answer is financial independency. And
Right,
that's what everybody should be seeking, financial independency. What I mean with the financial independency is that point that when you reach that, either you have enough money in the bank that you can live off for the rest of your whole entire life, like a good life. I'm not going to say like a fancy life in a big house, or like you can survive in a very respected level, and you have enough money for the rest of your life, so you don't have to worry about it, or some type of residual income that brings you enough that you can have enough to pay your bills
right,
without working for the rest of your life. Also, this is the financial independence, and anything you do after that, it's just extra. But this should be the minimum. I think that this should be the minimum for any human being to reach this financial independence, especially when they hit their 40s or something.
right,
And I myself, I have been thinking about it for a long. I'm not going to tell you that I am exactly there, but I'm working towards it. But anybody should be prepared before he even hit the age 40, that they have this type of financial independence.
right. And
Uh,
it's funny you say that though, because like that's why I always talk to the younger youth all the time when I see them just running around, man, and with no kids and just, I mean,
uh,
basically got the world and opportunities in their hand. Like you really could get it right, like
take
right now.
advantage of it, because it's going to be
Yes.
much harder. It's going to be way harder when you get older.
They can't put those phones down though, man. Like the phones are the new drug. It's the new drug, man. And it's like they can't put them down. Even on the job, they can't put them down. They have to have them, and it's just distracting them from all of the behind the scenes things that's being that they're doing and creating and it's just, they're putting it out, they're trickling it out there. Now you see ads and advertisements and all this stuff on any platform that you on right now. They're trickling out these ads like about the AI technology and all these things that they're doing. They're basically just putting it out there now because everything is just out there. It's not, they're not hiding it anymore.
And hopefully my book is actually was written for those type of people that you were talking about, people who are addicted to their phones or not focused. And I gave them personal life experience and experience of people that I've met along the way in my life, and they regretted that they did not start younger.
Right,
And some of them, when they started that regret, it was already too late for them to fix matters.
right,
I'm sorry to hear that. I know I want to be the motivational guy that will say, oh, you can do it at any age, at any time. But let's be realistic. Every second that passes by and you get older, your chances are smaller. It's
yes,
like, that's what
yes,
I was, that's why age was one of the first chapters, like the second chapter in my book, age, because every minute your age goes up, your social score is going down.
right,
Unless if you're doing something else to bring it back up
right.
also. And that's why you have to be constantly every second, yeah, every second improving yourself, Otherwise, man, this cool guy who is 20 years old and you have cool friends and girls like him and whatever, he will find himself 45 years old and nobody cares for him
Uh,
and can't even get a date. And people looking at him like, you're like at a joke, like a joke. It's like the same game doesn't work anymore.
right,
Like, you
right.
know, when you're like 20 and good looking and young or whatever, you want to play the same thing. "Oh, I'm so good looking and I'm 50 years old. I don't have money, but I'm so good." Like, no, that doesn't work at that age anymore.
Right, man. I totally agree with you. And that's the thing that I love about social score.
Yeah.
I knew it was a deeper meaning to it, which is why I was excited to bring you back on here to
Thank you.
talk,
I really appreciate you, Connor.
because it's just like it's but the thing is, like, you were already thinking like that. The last time we talked, you were already thinking about it. So seeing things come to fruition and you actually executing on those ideas, I just think that it's amazing. And that's why
You
I
are.
enjoy staying connected to you, because I always get some gems from you every time I get the opportunity to speak to you or connect
Mm.
connect with you in any type of way. It's always some major gems that I'm picking up from you, because we need to be connected. We need to be conscious of things that's going on out here in the world, that's happening right before our eyes. And this book is going to be very, very vital as well. And we definitely want to help with promoting the book in any type of way that we could assist you in any type of way with actually getting the book more, bringing more awareness to getting the book out there. We definitely want to lend a hand on that.
I really appreciate you. And I also want to say one last thing, that this social rating is going to actually help a lot with so many. It's going to change the whole world basically, because it's going to be used in so many things. With dating websites are going to ask for it, because then people know that what this person's social worth is
Right,
based on based on either it's the universal social worth or specific based on what I like personally. What is his worth to me? That this is I will know that. Also for jobs,
yes,
even jobs want to know your social score, because even your skills, your charisma, your communications, all these things also has to, even professionally as well. People also want to give work and money to individuals who have high social score also, like not with individuals who have lower social score, for tons of reasons.
right,
Because those people, that I personally think that your social score is basically your success meter, and
right,
it's much more accurate than just money, as I said, because money cannot get you everything. If you have money and you're ugly and you're like whatever, very unattractive and like very unhealthy and have horrible behavior and very cheap and stingy with people, well, good luck with your personal life. Even if you have $1 billion, good luck finding anybody even wants to, like, unless if you're getting somebody, because life is give and take, Kano. Life is give and take. You
right.
want me to do something for you, you have to expect that you are gonna do something for me too. So you
Exactly.
have you have to be able to offer people things to expect from them too.
It's just the
And
way it is. I mean,
that's
it's
people don't
everybody.
get upset about that, saying that, like, or I hope they don't get offended, like, because it's a truth.
But that's the thing,
It's
though, Abe. Like that's the thing. We need to hear the truth, and that's what's wrong. It's this whole fictional world that
trying
we.
to sugarcoat everything.
Right,
Sensitivity and trying to sugarcoat everything, and oh, don't say this word, like, okay, what if I don't say it, is it gonna fix the problem? Like,
right,
yeah.
right. It's just, man, it's crazy. So let me ask you this on the book, man, as we're closing.
Yeah.
Um, Tell everybody where they can go and they could get the book.
So the book now is almost on every audible books platforms, including Audible, Apple, and all the top 50 audio platforms. It's also available on Amazon in book form or electronic book form for Kindle version. And it's called Social Score. At this moment, it's extremely cheap. I think the Amazon put it for like, the audiobook is like $6.10 10 cents or something so cheap like that. I swear to God, if this book was not my book, I already bought it for myself. But I mean, I really see the value in that, and and I promised everyone that their life would never be the same after reading this book.
Right. I think it's a good price point though, because I'm looking at the long run. You know,
I am not disagreeing with you. I'm not doing it for the money, but for, to be honest with you, in this $6, every person buys the book, I get like maybe 30% of that or something, like $2 or that.
right,
So the money is not there, but I really I have much bigger picture than that. I see this becoming a system, as I said. It becomes an app that imagine when every human knows the score. Imagine when you walk into a bar and you know that you have the highest social score in that bar, for example. And you go to another bar and you know that you have the lowest social score. So maybe you want to be in places that you know that your social score is higher, so you have more chances to have, people will welcome you more, will accept you more, will be you have better chances to have a partner or a date from that place. uh you don't have to put much work, because this is how the worth work. If you have higher social worth, you you just have confidence that whoever have less social worth than you are gonna be lucky to have you in their life.
right,
And
right. You know what? I mean, man, that thing could really go. It could really go crazier than that. You know what I mean? It's like, you have it, like you said, you have the app or whatever, and it's a system. You know, it's in there, and you can actually meet the type of people or be around the type of people that has the same grade. You know what I mean?
correct.
Like, and that,
Correct. Or find people with qualities that you're looking for. Find
right,
people with qualities that you're looking for. I said the same thing in the book. For example, if my social worth in the United States of America, especially in California where I live, if my social worth based on my finances and all other aspects, whatever, can get me a 7,
right,
uh, out of 10 hotness wife of a female companion, for example, and if the hotness was the most important thing for me, I can go to another country and I find a woman who's 10 hotness wife,
right,
hotness level, but still her social score is below my social score because I'm in a better country and I'm in a better finances. I'm in a better whatever.
right.
So it's very important for people to understand the concept so they can find partners with uh, what the qualities that you're looking for.
Have you
What is the
tried?
most important? What is your priorities? What is the most important quality for you? Is it the beauty? Is it the youth? Is it whatever? You will always find a place or whatever that you can find this quality you're looking for with somebody like who have lower social score than yours, but have that quality as good as you want it. And it's fascinating. It's a mind blowing
Yes. Let me ask you
idea.
this. You do you have this idea trademarked or patent or whatever? Because I'm telling you, if somebody get a
We're
whiff of
losing.
if somebody get a whiff of this, I
Yeah.
mean, it's gonna take off. It's gonna go. This is brilliant. I'm telling you, this is
Thank
a
you, Connor.
whole other thing, right? Whole another a human valuing system.
Exactly, exactly. And it would also maybe even help people to better themselves. And
Right.
no, 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 I'm sorry, I'm gonna take this back. Actually, it will help people to better themselves. Every single person who reads this book and he's not motivated to have a better social value, honestly, then it's his fault in the end. And it's his, like, when he's old and lonely and whatever, he should only blame himself because he had this opportunity and the knowledge of how to fix it.
Right.
And hopefully that will turn us to a better world, because now I understand I have to all these qualities to be more accepted and more loved and more desired by partners that I like, and more, it's all improvement. It has been doing the same thing for me. I wrote the book and I said, wait a minute, I told book I promised people, it's a promise, that if you read this book it will change your life. Unless if I can do this to myself, I
Right.
am not gonna fucking open my mouth again. I'm
Right.
a liar piece of garbage. So I swear, I am just being extremely honest right now. So I applying the book on myself, and I'm like, okay, I just started like a couple days ago. I've been thinking about this for like almost 10 years or more about taking this dancing class, and it's across the street from me. I know it's a little expensive, and maybe that was one of the things that, and I'm like, screw this. I wrote in my book that skills that will improve your social score, and
Right.
I think that dancing was one of these things that in multiple situations made me look embarrassed because I don't know how to do it, and make me lose confidence because it's not my comfort zone. I'm gonna break that, and I did it, and I went and I started my dancing class, and I'm like, okay, I assure you, it's a formula that is mathematical formula. It's not a religion formula. It's not a philosophical formula. It's mathematical. You
Right.
do this, you do that. I guarantee you this.
That's the results that you'll get.
Period. I guarantee you. Period. It's
So hey,
mathematical.
so look, all right. So we going there with it. I mean, why not do seminars too as well? We might as well go all the way with
I
it.
thought about having a YouTube channel, and we can do it together because we can tackle this book, and we can even have people asking questions, and we can tackle it even chapter by chapter. And the more, and I would love, like you, I love talking with you. You're seriously, I swear to God, I'm a very honest person. By the way, if you know me or you know my friends, some of them, they know that I'm harsh. I say the harsh truth, and a lot of people don't like it. So if I don't like somebody in their face, I'll tell them. You're an intelligent being, and what I like about you is you really stimulate my brain, and I would love to do this more, and hopefully with calls, like people asking
Yes.
questions, so they can, we can stimulate each other, and this is how we grow. This is how we evolve, by interaction.
But
I'm
Abe, I see the social score seminars all over the world. I see this.
Let's do it.
You standing there.
Let's do it. Be my
I
partner.
mean, we got that. We need to talk off. We're gonna talk off
Absolutely. I am
screen.
here for you
Because
anytime.
I'm excited about this, man, because
Thank you.
I see these seminars, man. I see them all over, and I see people pouring in to get the knowledge. I see it. It's bigger than the book, because if you can get
It's
that,
way bigger than the book. The book is just there to make people, okay, move your ass and start researching yourself now.
right,
The book is to poke them, but the
right,
book cannot do it without them. They have to do it themselves.
right, man.
Everybody after yeah.
I love it, man. Like you really, you got it, man. You
Thank you,
cracked the
brother.
code. You cracked
I've been
it.
going crazy. I wanted to know the recipe. All my, like, how am I gonna be famous? Like, what is oh my god, I went to 1,000 audition already. I booked like
Right.
5. Like, how can I book 1,000 other? How can I never audition again? How
Uh,
can I, like, be people calling me, oh, Abraham Justice, would you please work with us in this movie? It's the lead part, and we offer you $20 million. How can I reach that level? How can I reach the level that I don't have to every single time keep uh uh what and keep pursuing somebody, or chasing a girl or somebody that I like, and then she's like rejecting me? Where can I get to the point that she just comes to me? I don't even try.
mm,
And
mm.
there's a way to do that, by improving your social worth.
Yeah, because
Here's one of the quotes in my movie.
it's also going to build confidence as well too. Because
Confidence level improves also. Thank you. Thank
confidence,
you. Thank you. Because inside you, deep inside your heart, you know your social value. You try to bullshit it, but you know it. So every time you improve yourself, you know inside you that you are worth more. You know
right?
that after this,
So you demand
like,
more at that point. You demand more because you
thank you.
know your core.
Thank you. Because you offer more. You
Right,
offer more. And you
right.
demand, of course, you have the right. It's give and take. If you can offer more, you can always demand more. But if you can't offer much, like, you really want to get good luck asking. But, like, what is the reality there?
And that's even with with your personal life. That's even with exploring new business opportunities. That level of confidence is going to
100%.
you know
100%. I
right.
cannot tell you, I don't want to say this because it makes me a little emotional sometimes. I cannot tell you how many big opportunities that I had before, that doors opened to me to have big parts in big projects with big directors, but I wasn't ready. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna bullshit you. And I would love to say something more attractive than that, but it's the truth. And then
Right.
I learned that because I was not ready. How to be ready? Social score. Improve your social score. The
Because
higher.
you know what we do. You know what this book is going to do. This book is going to break so many generational curses, because a lot of people suffer from, you know, maybe a upbringing, you know, where they was torn
Upbringing,
down all
correct.
the time, and it just chipped away
100%.
from
Same. I
the
have similar experience.
can't do that. You know, why are you going to be a movie actor, or why are you trying to do radio and all this stuff? Like, you need to just let that stuff go or whatever. And sometimes, you know, you get strong in that area. And you know, me, I always used it as motivation, but to some other people, it may not be motivation. It may have destroyed that dream or that vision of
Mhm.
somebody becoming or walking in their purpose, their true purpose, because they valued what that other person, their opinions, or they valued their thoughts. But when you know your social score, you took the steps, you walked through the proper steps and went through it. Now you know I don't need somebody else to validate me, because I'm validating myself. I know my worth, and that's not enough money on the table right there. Thanks for the opportunity. We're going to take it to another brand and pitch it there as well, because you guys didn't see the value. I see my own social score. I know the value in what we're bringing to the table.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
I couldn't have said it better than that. I swear to God. You're one of the very few people that really understood the concept of the social score thing very, very, very well. And it looks like you already had it in your head for years and years and years.
You just
And
woke
this
me up, man.
and this book just poked you. It's not like he
Yeah.
gave it to, just poked you, but you already know that. You already have that idea for a long time.
Man, we definitely gotta talk about this as we close out. And you've been dropping gems the entire time, but I
Thank you.
do
I
want
appreciate it.
to allow you, because you're thinking like you're one of the most lovable. You're a
Thank
big
you. I
guy,
appreciate
you
it.
know what I mean?
I
Big
really
guy.
appreciate it, brother.
Look at all that stuff or whatever, accomplished a lot of things in your life, but yet you have always been humble. Ever since the day we connected, you've always been humble. You gave me my opportunity when I reached out to you. It wasn't all of the, and you had, you know, done major things, but you still was humble. It was like, man, sure, brother. Like, man, I appreciate the opportunity. I'll definitely come and do your
And I
shit.
still appreciate the opportunity, and I still look forward to talk to you all the time. You are a very good speaker, by the way. I want to tell you something, by the way. There's one service, podcast service that approached me, and they wanted me to pay money to, so they promote for my book and stuff. And I had an interview with one of their speakers once, and they told me she's like really very well known person, whatever.
Right.
And we could not get along from the first meeting.
Really?
She was like not like almost like not listening to me the whole time, and then she come up with and ask a question, like complete random question. I'm like, I didn't think that person is not even listening to what I'm saying. They're not understanding they're not excited about the idea. I lost the conversation. I could not throw any gems as I can do with you, because you're a person, that type of person, you're very involved in the conversation, and
Right.
that's very important.
Man,
And so I'm always here for you, brother, and I look forward for more podcasts with you. And I think the social score can be a whole podcast by itself. And if this is something
yes,
we can do
I was
together,
gonna
I would love
tell
doing it.
you
Why would
that.
I make my own if I can just get in the show with you and we can go through it like
Just
chapter
to
by chapter?
tell you about that, because I'm see like it opened up a whole nother range of, it just broadened the vision of just this topic, because it's definitely a need. And I'm telling you, man, like this is huge right now. This is really, really huge, Abe, and I'm so proud of you, man. It's
Thank you
like
so much.
you've always been on this type of level, and, and
Thank
and
you.
always thought like this. Even the last time we talked, you were already talking about ways to change things, and how could you be more of an impact in the world. And this right here is the lane, my brother. I'm telling you, I'm on fire about this, man, because it just got me thinking. I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm seeing all type of things that could be done just to bring more awareness to it. So we
I
definitely want to talk about that.
I think this can we can consider this podcast as a introduction podcast, and we have 21 chapters in the book that we can
Break
discuss
down.
one chapter each podcast for 121. An hour time is more than plenty of time to discuss
Right.
this one matter. And I hope we can even involve people in and have some people
Yes.
asking questions.
Yes. We can open the phone lines up, man. We can
It will
even
be amazing to do so. I can put my number, you put your number or whatever, and people can call and we can answer questions.
we
And
can
I'm
even
complete.
do stuff on different platforms as well. Like we could even, go live
YouTube
and we can,
and
YouTube.
Instagram Live, even TikTok Live. I am completely with you in all these. If you would like, I
Yes.
would set up a regular meeting and we can target these 21 chapters one by one, and to break down the social score to everybody to make it as simple idea as possible. Because some people sometimes are against something and because they don't even understand what it is.
Right.
Like they don't. I swear to God, some people just saw the title and they got scared. Like what? I'm like social score China, like what is like China? Did you even read? Do you know what this book is about? Like I
Right.
wrote nothing about China in that book and nothing about their system in evaluating people, whatever. It's
Yeah.
completely different system.
I love it. I love it. As
Yeah.
we close and we get out of here, Abe, I'm gonna give you an opportunity. I want you to speak to the audience, man, and just basically anybody that may be suffering with a social score, anybody that may be feeling low in spirit or lacking confidence or feeling depressed or anything. Can we speak to those people and leave them with some words of uplift and motivation to continue to strive?
I I strongly, genuinely recommend those people to buy the audiobook or the physical book if they like to read or um, the Kindle version, and start reading it and then have all these questions that they need to answer, and call us in the show with the questions. I want to tell those people that I've been through everything they have been through and more.
Right.
I am the person who been through all type of discrimination. I'm African American from Egypt. I came as an immigrant and I changed career. I started from zero. I was a captain in the security forces in my country, and I come here to be nobody with education that is not even accepted in the United States of America. I worked like don't have any education at all. I worked like I have no zero education. So I've been through hell. I'm not gonna say hell, but challenges. So
Right.
many challenges in every level, personally and professionally. And every second, I had one thought: how can I better myself?
Right.
Because I had this, and what was motivating me more than finances was the social score.
Mm.
Because I want money, so I can achieve that social level that I'm looking for, because I want to date that girl because I really like her so much. She's so, she's beautiful, she's intelligent, she is independent, but then she looks at me and I'm like, you know what? You're a really great guy, but I think I'm in a better place in life than you are.
Right.
And with due to respect you and everything, I really like you, but I think I want to be with somebody with the same level or more. And that makes sense. There's no offense, no offend here. So how can you be in a much better place in life when you improve your social score so you can be with a partner of your choice instead of settling for a partner that this is the best you can get, bro? Listen, bro, this is the best thing you can get. So
Right.
either this or nothing. Is this where you anybody wants to be,
Right.
or they want to be in a powerful place to choose? I like this girl, and my social score really make me afford her.
Right. Right. I'm with it, man. I'm definitely
Yeah.
with it. Listen, let's put those social platforms out there in ways that people can actually connect with you. Also, too, guys, y'all make sure that y'all go over to Amazon. Y'all pick up the Social Score book. It's available right now. If you go to Abraham's page, they have a link that's there as well, where you can click the link and it'll take you directly over there to be able to order your copy right now. If you're on the live, if you're tuning
Yeah,
in
appreciate
on the radio airwaves, you guys make sure that you go over there to Amazon and make sure that you pick up your copy and tap in and get in tune with raising your social score up and changing your perspective, your way that you think about yourself, and bringing your self value up. So I'm advising everybody to go over there and pick up a copy right now when y'all get off of this live, man. Literally.
Thank you so much, Colonel. I really appreciate you.
Put your social platforms out there when people want to connect to you, connect with you.
Absolutely. On where? On
All
this
of
chat
them.
or
Yeah.
on the chat? Okay, you got it.
We want everybody to get connected, man. This is important right here. Shout out to
I
everybody.
actually asked people. I asked people in the end of the audiobook if they're scientists or somebody who is interested in helping me uh, achieving this algorithm, because I'm trying to do like a mathematical equation algorithm. I need scientists, I need mathematicians, I need to make it as accurate as possible, because these things are not so easy to make them accurate.
Right.
Because to calculate some people's score, it's going to be a mix of things, facts that you know about that person, whether it's financial facts or age facts or whatever, and sometimes questionnaires, what this person like and what they don't like, and questionnaires for people who know them, what's these people's strengths and weaknesses, and it's a lot of data.
Right.
It's a lot of data to collect about that person to be able to determine their social score. And trust me, I know this is going to be huge, because this data is gold. I know countries would want to pay for these data. It's almost everybody, if everything to know about a person. And
we need some investors, man. That's we need to start. We need to start. We need to get. I know you got the business model down. We need to. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk.
Absolutely, brother. I look forward to it.
Put the social platforms out there for everybody so they can get connected with you, man. So I know they can plug in. Everybody's excited. They want to plug in. Put them out there, man, so they'll know where to follow you at and find you.
So definitely I'm gonna put links. I'm gonna put links. Sorry.
On Instagram, y'all definitely can follow him at Abraham_Justice. What is it on TikTok?
On TikTok, right here, Abraham Justice everywhere. Abraham Justice on TikTok.
Abraham Justice on TikTok. Y'all make sure that y'all follow him over there. And also, y'all can follow him on Instagram at Abraham_Justice. Y'all make sure that y'all get in contact, get in touch, get in tune. And also make sure that y'all rush over there to Amazon and get your copy right now to start your journey, man, and find out your score. Start building that score, man. We got to get them numbers up high. Time to start moving, man, and moving on that journey of change. That's what we need. My brother, I love you dearly, man.
Thank you. I love you too, brother.
Listen, we got to talk. We got some work to put in, man. We got some work.
I look forward to it, and I look forward to cooperate with you. And as I said, I learned from this experience and previous experiences that teamwork is one of these secrets of success. People who, I don't want to talk about anybody's negatives or positives. I talk about myself only. But I noticed myself, when I start having more teamwork, working with others, I achieve much more success than when I thought I could do it all by myself. It was the biggest mistake.
That's a fact. I learned that the hard way too, man. And I'm telling you right now, my business partner is just solid gold. You know what I mean?
And I can see that. I can see how much you grew yourself, and in every way. I can see the difference since the last time. I can see even how you feel about yourself and how you carry yourself. And I assure you, it's going to get better and better.
Oh yeah, that's
and
the goal.
Maybe with this campaign, it will be life changer for both of us.
Exactly, man. I love you so much, my brother. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
I want to wish you more blessings and more success with everything that you are doing right now and everything that you're going to be doing in the future. Sky's definitely the limit. I will definitely give you a call. I'll give you a call tomorrow, man. We definitely got a lot of things to talk about and a lot of work to do. I think Abraham has experiencing technical difficulties yet again. He
Oh,
cannot.
no! I'm good. I'm back. I think the internet is this. Sorry.
He's back. I was
I
just
really
telling
apologize
you.
for the technical difficulty in the middle, but I hope people got entertained because of it instead of.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I love you so much, man. I
Thank you,
will give
sir. Me
you a
too.
call,
Love you too,
and
brother.
we got big things to do. Shout out to everybody that was on the live that tuned in and showed my special guest so much love. And I just want to tell everybody, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. Y'all be safe. I love y'all. If you're not subscribed to the Vibe Show 97.9, please hit the subscribe button. Turn on those bell notifications for more exclusive interviews coming up. If you are not tuned into our radio station, please log on to www.thevibeshow979.net, where we play nothing but the best new and old music 24/7. And also rush over to the mobile app store and download the Vibe Show 97.9 mobile app. That way you can always have it with you all the time. You can jam out at work, in your car, wherever. You can keep the Vibe Show 97.9 with you. Abe, I love you, baby. I'm going to call you, man. We got to get it going.
Absolutely. Call me anytime, bro. Count.
All
Have a
right, man.
great,
Y'all be
happy
blessed. Y'all
Sunday.
know more love, less hate makes the world a better place. You guys make
Absolutely.
sure that y'all be safe. I love y'all. Have a good work week. Again, we out. Y'all make sure that y'all go and get the book now. Go and get it. I love you, man. Abraham, we
I
are
love you
out
too,
of
brother.
here, man.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Peace.